Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I am Jim Coppinger, the technology principal here at ZenTek Consultants, and I want to welcome you guys to another episode of our From Chaos to Control, where ZenTek helps you kind of optimize your construction management and control processes. And the way that this video series works is that we do kind of two paired videos. We do first a how-to video, and then we do what we're doing here in this video today, kind of a practical demo on how to use technology and workflow processes to address the problems raised in that how-to. So the how-to video for this week, and there are links to it down below this video, you guys can click on if you haven't seen it already. I recommend you pause this and go look at that. In our how-to, we talked about how do I keep track of sent bids and their results, right? In order to win more bids. That's right, what it's all about. And in that video, I talked about the necessity of follow-up, right? Of logging your bids in some way, some manner where you can see who you sent to, who the contact is, how much did you bid, where are the original files, when is it due, what's its status, did I win it, did I lose it, is it on hold, was it, all of the different bits of information and the necessity of following up with people when you send out bids. And there's a lot of different ways to do that. Right now, I know a lot of us, we try and do it, by hand, right? That's never going to work, right? We lose the papers, they get coffee spilled on them. A lot of us, old school guys like myself, we've been doing Excel for years. So over the years, you may have your own, bid tracker where you're tracking, with the bid number, when it was due, right? How much it was. You can even do like things like completion and deadlines and, track if you do win them and award them. And that's fine. That works. It's a perfectly effective way to do it. I know some folks who go in and they will use Outlook or Microsoft 365's planner tool, right, which is basically calendars where you can just kind of tag in when bids are due to be awarded, and you can follow up and track on those. Those work perfectly fine. What I'm going to show you here today, what I have up here is a tool that we've developed here at ZenTek, and it is our ZenBid Tracker. You can go to zenbidtracker.webat, and you can kind of take a look at it yourself if you're interested. But it's not even about the software today so much as it is the functionality, right? And making sure that you guys are tracking your bids, right? And you can see that here, all we've done is we've really converted that basic functionality into a web app that you can carry with you and access on your phone, your tablet, wherever. Right? But the keys here are you want to keep that basic information in particular, right? Dates when things are due and status, right? Is it open, meaning it's still pending? Has it been submitted, right? Have I awarded it? Did I lose it? Is this job on hold, right? Because they're waiting for some other design changes. You can keep track of what, where, when, why, and how things need to be followed up on, right? We talked about the importance of who you're going to contact, right? And then we get in here, you can do things like editing and duplicating projects. So if you're a trade contractor and you're sending out bids to 3 or 4 GCs, you can duplicate your projects. And it's nice because it lists it out here in a simple setup, right? This particular tool has two sides, the project bid, which is really for GCs, and then the standalone bids, which are meant more for, trade contractors, independent subs who are placing bids to the GCs. But like I said, the key focus is about following up, because when you follow up, you're going to win more bids. It's about getting the information that you need to be able to go in and make decisions and refine your bidding process, right? So if we go in and we look here in our line list and we say, hey, I want to know, how many bids have I done for a particular client, right? How many have I won this month? How many have I lost? How many are open, right? How many that, I've got Dan is a project manager and John's a project manager. How many has John won? How many has John lost? How many did Dan win? How many did he lose, right? That kind of information, right? And that's really where we can start to get in here and using a more advanced app like the ZenBid Tracker. It gives us that ability to go in, right, and easily enter that information and sort and filter it. And I'll show you guys in just a minute. It will also allow us to do some analytics, which is really, really important in helping us to know who we're bidding. Are we bidding the right types of jobs in the right industries to the right clients in the right way, right? And one of the really nice things, you can look at a tool like this and say, hey, Jim, this is fine. I see what you got going there, but why would I, do a web app, right? When I can do that in Excel. And you're absolutely right. The big difference here is really automation tools. You can do things like you can go in if you want to, you can build like a client and a subcontractor address book so that when you want to go in and say, hey, I'm ready to do a new project, instead of having to fill out all that data, I can just go in, right? And I can pick, a particular client, whoever it may be, right? And I can just go and say, hey, let me, grab them and throw them into, and you just can go ahead and select that one client and let it, put in all of their information for you, all filled out, and then we can just create a bid with the amounts that we need there. It's very quick. It's very easy. So, we can do that. But so that's why, an online tool like this can be very helpful, right? A lot easier than trying to do Excel on your mobile phone. The other thing that's important here, right? So we got all the dates, the times, we know when we are going to follow up with people, so I can just sit on my phone at lunch in my truck and I can just call the people I need to call for the bids that are coming up, due for today, right? Or that should have been awarded yesterday and I need to follow up and see what's going on with them. And then I can just change the status right in here. Say, hey, I lost this one. Okay, I just changed my status. Now I know, and I can sort and filter and remove those from my list. Right? The other thing that's important in general is the concept of analytics. It's vitally important, as we've talked about, to be able to follow up with people and talk to people and understand, why did I lose this bid, right? Why did someone else win it? Was I too high? Did I not include things? Were there special items and considerations that I was unaware of? Okay, do I already have too many bids in with you, right? That you're just afraid I won't be able to handle all the work you've been giving me over the last year. There's a million things that go into this. And this is where, getting a tool like this, where you can start to look at the analytics, seeing how many bids I have out. What's my current win rate? Right? How many, what's my total proposal that I have out right now? How much have I been awarded so far this year, right? And I can sort it by dates and times, right? And you see I'm getting general bid analytics on won, lost, right? Proposed versus awarded, status-based, right? Clients. So if I want to go like, hey, who are my top clients, right? I can see who they are, how much I win from each, right? It shows you what you've won from each of those top 5 clients, right? You can get into your top subs, who are my top subcontractors, right? A lot of different data that's going to help you analyze and sort and filter based on, region and job type and industry type, right? And follow-ups, right? You can start to use analytics like this to go through and say, hey, when I follow up, does my win rate go up? When I don't follow up, does my win rate go down? I think that's the big thing that I've really been pushing in these, the how-to video, is there is a substantial correlation between actively following up with your clients. That simple act of picking up a phone, sending an email to say, hey, what happened with the bid? Did I win? Did I lose? How much did I lose by? Why did I lose? And a simple question that you should always ask 100% of the time: what could I have done that would have put me in a better position to win this bid? That's it. You'll be surprised at how often they have an answer. Oh, if you had gotten it to me earlier. Oh, if it had been in an easier to read format. Or, oh, you missed like 3 of the points that we requested that were at the bottom of page 96. Things that you can make a note of and improve on the next time, the next go round. Those are all vital functions. And that's why, this importance is, as silly as it seems, right, of constantly returning to your bid list, your bid tracking, whatever tool you use, whether it's Excel or a tool like ZenTek Tracker or whatever, going back to that, reaching out to follow up on every single bid without exception. Even the ones you're like, I know I'm never going to win that bid, that guy never gives me any work, call him anyway. And always ask, what could I have done to do this better? How could I have improved my chances of winning? Ask that question and you're going to see remarkable results. Substantial climbs in this win rate that you see up here, okay? So that's what we wanted to talk about today, right? And we'll talk to you guys in the next session.